welcome to What's She Making Wednesday. Well, I have a fun flap card for you today, and we are going to be using the new Country Bouquet and the Country Floral Suite today. So this will be the stamp set we're going to use, the Country Bouquet, and it comes with this great punch when you buy the set. So we're going to be using that. We're going to be using Sweet Sorbet and Petal Pink. And we're going to use two of our papers actually from the Country Floral Lane Designer Series paper. Isn't it beautiful? It's perfect for Valentine's. We love how all of our Designer Series paper is two-sided, which is fun, gives us more options. So we're gonna use the bicycles today. Aren't those fun? I love those bicycles. So we're gonna use those today. Let me move these out of the way. And we are going to bring in our paper trimmer, and we're gonna be doing some fun cutting and scoring today. So you're gonna need a few types of paper. So we're gonna start with some colored cardstock. This is in Mint Macaroon, 8.5 by 11 in Mint Macaroon. And we are gonna cut this. We're gonna keep our 8.5 and we're gonna cut this to 4.5. So we're gonna find our 4.5. And we are going to cut that. We're gonna put this side right here. We'll put our scraps on the side. We're actually going to use the same colored cardstock, and we're going to trim this one. So let me go ahead and open this up. So we're going to trim this one at 8. Easy peasy, right? Gonna trim that at 8. And then we're going to trim the other side. Here, I can bring this back in now. At 3. So 8 by 3 on this one. So our first one was 8.5 by 4.25. Well, I better double check that. Okay, so let's make sure that we did that. Okay, so 4.25. Nope, we didn't. We did 4.5. So just disregard that. 8.5 by 4.25. There we go. And then this one, 3 by 8. Perfect. Okay. And then we're going to do one more piece in that same cardstock. And this one is going to be 2 3/4. 2 3/4 by 1 3/4. Just get that lined up. And we'll put this aside. Okay, so now we're going to pull in some basic white. So this is our basic white cardstock. And we are going to cut this one at 3 3/4. And I will have all of this listed in the description. So 3 3/4 by 2 3/4. There we go. Put that aside. And then we're also going to do another piece of basic white. And we're going to do this one in 2.5. 2.5 by 1.5. Perfect. Put that aside. All right. Now we're going to pull in our Designer Series paper, our fun bicycles here. And we are going to cut this at 5 1/4. Aren't these like the cutest bicycles? 5 1/4 by 4 inches. Okay, so we got that, put that aside. We're also going to use the same paper, designer series paper stack, but we are going to use a different pattern. So for this one, we're going to use the opposite side of this. Don't those two look so cute together? And we're going to cut this one at 2 3/4 by 3 3/4. Okay, got that. And let's see, I think that's it. So let's put this aside. And we're gonna need to do some scoring now. So let's pull back our colored paper here, our mint macaroon. So this first one, we are going to score this one at 5.5. So 5.5. We're gonna pull our score, which is the lighter gray, right? We have the 2 tools. I love our paper trimmer because it has both of those. So we're gonna score this at 5.5. And so that's gonna leave on there just that fun score line for us. Okay, then we're gonna score the 3x8 piece. We're gonna score this one at 4. Perfect. So we've got that. All right, so now we're gonna move our paper trimmer out of our way here. And we're just going to take our bigger piece here. And we're gonna use our bone folder. I love our bone folder. And we're gonna go ahead and fold our lines here. And we're gonna do that on our other one as well. Perfect. Okay, so now what we get to do is assemble this. So it really is an easy peasy card because we do get to assemble this with all our fun pieces now. So let's bring those back. We're gonna start with our bigger piece here. And what we're gonna do with this is we're gonna take our adhesive glue. We're gonna flip this over and we're gonna adhere this to the inside of our mint macaroon piece. Okay. And you know what? I think I missed cutting something here. Well, this was backwards. So we'll just go ahead and adhere that. There we go. So we'll let that dry. And actually, we're gonna go ahead and adhere this one. And we're gonna adhere this one to the inside here. So it's gonna look just like this. It's gonna open just like that. So we'll go ahead and adhere this. Then this way, this can all get drying. We're just gonna put this right in the center there. Okay. Now, we'll let that dry. Let me pull my paper trimmer back in here. See, anybody can do this. We're gonna go back to our bicycle piece here. And we're actually going to cut a new piece of this bicycle piece. So this is going to be in, that's why I missed my directions here. 2 3/4, 2 3/4. Okay, by 4. There we go. Okay, and then our other piece is going to be 3 3/4 by 2 3/4. Okay, now we're back on track. Now we're gonna take these pieces here and we're gonna adhere our bicycles. To the front panel here. I love our designer series paper because it really does lots of the work on our card for us. And then we're going to take this guy and we're just going to adhere this one right to the front. Easy, easy peasy. Easy, easy peasy. So we're going to set that aside. We're going to take our two basic whites here and we're going to do some stamping now. So we are using this Country Bouquet and I'm going to use our hearts here and we're going to use two of the other ones. We're going to use the mini hearts here for a little design and then on the front we're going to use I love that we are friends. So a great Valentine card that you can use for anyone, right? So we're going to ink these up. We're going to start with our petal pink. So we're going to use petal pink and we're going to use some sweet sorbet. So and then we're going to pull in a little scrap here. So first up, we're going to take these hearts. I already have them on an acrylic block. We're going to go ahead and ink these in that petal pink. And we're just going to put them on both of the sides here. Just kind of in the corners so we can write our message here in the middle. Okay, and then we're going to take on our little one here, I love that we are friends. We're going to ink that up in some sweet sorbet. And we're just going to put that right in the middle of our piece here. Okay, so now we get to do some more gluing. Oh, one more thing we got to stamp. We'll close up our sweet sorbet here and we're going to stamp our hearts. So I already have those there. This is on just our little scrap paper here. We're going to ink this up in that petal pink right here onto our scrap paper. And then we get to take our fun punch. I love these punches. So we'll just open it up. We're going to slide this in. And if it's ever too short, like you can't move it around, our little trick with that is to take a Post-it note. And I like to just cut the Post-it note right in half. And then if you stick it to the back here, it kind of gives you a little tab to hold on to. So if you just go ahead and stick that right in, and then it helps you to be able to have like a little guide. A little too long there. So we'll just trim a little of this extra off. I'm just gonna go, what is catching here? Okay, there we go. So we're just gonna line this up. Isn't this fun? Once you get it lined, you can kind of squeeze just a little bit to kind of hold it in place there. And then we're just gonna punch. There we go. Take that out and just toss it. And then just peel off our little Post-it note on the back. We're gonna use those two pieces today. Let's put away our ink here. Okay, and now we get to assemble this and do all the finishing touches. So we've got our card here, it's all dried, ready to go. So we're gonna take our basic white one here with a little bit of adhesive. And we're just gonna put that right here in the center. There we go. Easy, easy, right? Easy, easy. Okay, now we're gonna take our sentiment and we're gonna mount it here onto our mint macaroon layer. We're going to close this up, and what we're going to do is we're going to mount this right here. So you can add dimensionals to it. For this one today, I'm just going to use our fun green glue. Oh, and you know what? I was not supposed to do that. Okay, so good thing I've got some extra here. Okay, so we're only supposed to put glue on half of this. So let me just go ahead and add a little there. And then we're going to, just gonna put this on right, kind of in the middle there. We just gave it some extra support, right? Then we're gonna take some dimensionals so that we can add our hearts on here. Love our dimensionals. So we're going to put these just right on the back of our hearts. And one on the back of our little guy here. Okay, and then we're just going to put these. So our little guy, we're just going to put him right on the edge. You guys loving this? So easy peasy. Okay, we're gonna put our other one there. And so there we have our fun flap card. And then I think every card needs a little embellishment, a little bling, a little extra. So these are our iridescent rhinestone jewels. I'm using our Take Your Pick tool. And so we're just gonna take a couple of these and we're just gonna add them right to the front of our card, and maybe one right, where should we put it? Right there on the inside. So there you have it. What's she making Wednesday? She's making a fun flap card with our awesome country bouquet set. I'll see you next week. Bye for now.